Hello, it's Richard Bowser here from Property Investor News, and I'm here in central London with Stuart Scott. Good afternoon, Stuart.
Good afternoon, Stuart.
Now, we're here today in Blackfriars at the CoLiving Super Conference.
Yep.
And this is the very first, it's the inaugural event. It's a
Yep.
packed room, 150 people.
Yep.
So you did the first presentation this morning, Stuart, and we featured you previously in the magazine talking about your projects down in Brighton, Hove and Eastbourne.
Yep.
What does co-living mean for you?
Well, co-living is really just an evolution of the product. I mean, we've had the HMO industry in the UK for some time.
Yes.
The US obviously is, the shared living is a lot newer there. So, for me, it's about an evolution of the product. The customer has completely changed. The sharing economy has changed things. So the product and the expectation of what customers want has changed. Mm-hmm. And so, co-living is about building a community. It's about facilities and the services. So what we touched on today, and what we talked about today, and what other speakers are talking about today, is it's about this community. It's about the product and about everything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you say typically people in this room are looking for in terms of understanding co-living?
I think a lot of people have a lot of questions around the planning side.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
yeah.
Although we're talking about co-living, underneath it there is HMO planning.
Yes.
Or, for example, people talk about short stays in America, but actually in the UK it's more about ASTs.
Yes.
So, these are legal things that we have in place. So, also, a lot of people want to understand, how do you make a community? You can make these spaces.
Yes.
So you put on events. How do you bring people together? How do you advertise it? How do you find the right people that gel? These are all these are subjects that will come up over the day. So, and people are at different stages. Some people are doing smaller developments. Some people want to do big aspirational developments.
They do, yeah. But planning is a big issue, isn't it?
Planning is a big issue. So we're kind of just starting to touch on that today. But I think so far it's been really about community.
Yes.
We've been focusing on, which is good. Brand, product, and community. We're talking about.
Very much focusing on the end user experience, and magnifying that. So, as a property owner or intermediary, you can maximise the profitability of what you're presenting to your end user customer.
Yeah. So we've really talked. First three or four speakers have really talked about understanding the customer.
Yes.
And then creating the right product for them, and then looking at ways you can build a community. Whether that's through social spaces, whether that's through environments you create, whether that's the events you put on, fusing the right people because of the same interests, aligned values. So we've covered a lot of that this morning. So it's such a wide subject.
Indeed, yeah.
Community and product have been some of the main areas we talked about.
Yeah, I think one of the slides that was presented earlier about the market, whether you like it or not, is changing dramatically, and you either get left behind or you move with the times.
You're. I think I had the slide. You're either a BlackBerry or you're an Apple.
Indeed, absolutely.
Or you're a Netflix. Or you're a Blockbuster. Yeah. And the market's changing, customers changing. Indeed. You have to move ahead with it.
Absolutely. Well, there we are. So here at the CoLiving Super Conference, just about to start the afternoon session. Richard Bowser with Stuart Scott, and remind us of your brand, Stuart.
It's CoLiving Spaces.
Yeah. Thank you.